Time now for the NTV Sports Desk.
Now, is it better to go first and get the anxiety and the wait over with, or better to go second and see what lies ahead of you as you look to improve upon everybody else? Well, goodness knows, I don't know which is the right approach, but both definitely fared well for those competing at the Adams County Fairgrounds on day one of the state rodeo. The juniors leading the procession for the second performance at the Nebraska High School Finals Rodeo competition then started with bareback riding. Spencer Denayer of Seneca looking to defend his state champion title. Great start, holding on for all 8 seconds, earning himself 77 points to win the first go-round. After Ord's Michaela Ray put up the best time in pole bending in the first performance, Gracie Taylor Valentine, well, she won up to 21.152, the only other time that finished in under 22 seconds as she takes the go-round. Nelson's Wyatt Haney, he had a day in steer wrestling, immediately grabbed hold of the horns and got his steer to the ground. 5.01 seconds, he picks up major points where it mattered most. On to team roping. The boys from Brewster stepped up in the second performance. Cooper Bass takes care of business as the header. Zach Bradley follows suit as the heeler for the fastest time at 8.12, almost a full second better than anyone competing from the morning session. Finally, the most thrilling but dangerous event, bull riding, as that closed out the show. Broken Bow's Dalton Gary stays in control for the full 8 seconds, and he's fired up once the buzzer sounds. He earns himself 78, topping the charts for the first go-round as one of just 3 successful rides. As for the top finishers whose times and scores held throughout the evening to claim the top spots on day one, we start with Reagan McIntyre, a freshman from Grand Island. She comes away as the winner in goat tying and showed why with a top run of 7.261, this helping her in her quest for the all-around. And on to tie-down roping, Zane Krickemeyer of Callaway puts together a silky smooth run, knotting the calves' legs together with no issue, 10.22 unofficially to top the charts.
In less than 15 hours, dreams will come true here at the Adams County Fairgrounds. Cowboys and cowgirls will be crowned state champions. Others will earn a trip to Gillette, Wyoming for the national competition. But before that could happen, competitors had to qualify for the short go happening tomorrow afternoon. And the second go round could be make or break. Starting again with barrel racing. If you thought Arcadia's Casey Flynn was fast, check out Thedford's Anna Clark. Turns and burns around those barrels without knocking any down for the only time under 18 seconds, 17.961 to be exact, as she wins the go-round for this event. Then in team roping, the boys from Brewster showed everyone how it's done earlier today, and then no one could outdo them tonight. Cooper Bass and Zach Bradley's 7.15 seconds holds through the second performance to win the go-round. Bass currently leading the charge for the header state champion title, a feat that he's been waiting to achieve.
I've always wanted to win the heading title in the team roping. It's what I got started in rodeo was the team roping, and it's just been, it'd be great to go, and I'd love to win the state title, but we just got to keep pushing forward and not think about it.
And while not the top time in the go-around, a pair of local competitors put up the fastest time in tonight's performance. Sage Shrunka Valentine doing just that in steer wrestling. Horns are down in just 4.55 seconds, and he'll be competing in the short go tomorrow for a chance at nationals. Meanwhile, Grand Island's Reagan McIntyre had the top time in goat tying in the first go-around and came up just short of matching it at a 7.82 seconds tonight. This is also 0.02 of a second too slow to catch Emma Warren of Thedford and win the go-around. Fortunately, McIntyre will walk away with a buckle for winning the breakaway roping in the earlier performance. And then we had one last go-round winner, Spencer Denayer of Seneca in bareback riding. He seems well on his way to defending his state championship title, earning the top score in both go-rounds, but it's really going to come down to the short go tomorrow as Springview's Kate Miller is nipping at his tail. The Nebraska High School Finals Rodeo is a culmination of the season that started back in April. All that hard work paying off as Cowboys and cowgirls qualify for nationals and for a chosen few become a state champion in all of its glory. Seneca's Spencer Denayer won both go-rounds in bareback riding, so why would the short go be any different? He holds on through the 8-second buzzer and earns the top score of 74. He defends his state championship title from last year in his final time before heading off to college.
last year I wanted to do it, and this year I felt like I needed to do it. I came in the final second again to Tate Miller, who's a really good bareback rider, and I knew I just had to come in here with my hammer cocked and get things done. So it's a lot of fun to be able to do this, and a lot of stress off of me too, a lot of weight off my shoulders.
And a duo from Stapleton, Coy Johnston and Dane Picorni, been going toe-to-toe all season in steer wrestling, but when it mattered most, Johnston put up the fastest time in the short go at 3.96 seconds. He edges out Picorni by half a point to earn his first saddle, carrying on a family tradition.
It feels really good. I don't really know what to say. Both my dad and my uncle were state champs in the Bulldog, and I just had to do it too. If your last name's Johnston, you're going to be a Bulldogger, and I just am glad I love it, and it's fun, and I'm just excited.
And after a stellar first performance, Ord's Michaela Ray picked up where she left off in the pole bending. She's a bit upset after knocking down a pole on her second pass, resulting in a 5-second penalty for a time of 27.322 seconds. Still, she earns enough points through the entire weekend to become a state champion. But her success didn't stop there. The junior comes in with a lightning fast loop in breakaway roping, 2.62 seconds to win the short go. This bumps her into first place in the standings as she's walking away with 2 saddles, exceeding her own expectations.
Coming in, goal was to qualify. I was sitting good in all my events, top 4 in all of them, and I knew I for sure would hopefully qualify, but I knew I had a chance with the breakaway being a champion, and pole bending, I was least expected in the pole bending, just thankful how it worked out, but breakaway, I knew I had a chance. I just needed to go do my job, and hopefully everything would work out.
Then in barrel racing, Anna Clark of Thedford followed up her top time from yesterday by winning the short go at 17.978 seconds. She becomes a state champion as just a freshman and had her horse to thank for a successful first outing at the Nebraska High School Finals Rodeo.
A lot of it is her. Yeah, I owe it all to her and everyone who supported me along the ways. You know, if I didn't have support and people who loved me, then I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have the confidence I have or, you know, the success that I've had.
And Myrna's Sid Miller came in as the top tie-down roper in the program, and he'll leave as a state champion headed for nationals. His time of 10.88 was good for second in the short go, but earning him just enough points to edge out Big Spring's Jade Stoltz by the slimmest of margins. Stoltz, though, would get his moment of glory in team roping, along with header Brent Charlton of North Platte. The duo put up the second best time in the short go at 10.41, sliding them into first place to claim a state title. Then Cooper Kersave of Arcadia, the only bull rider to hold on for the full 8 seconds in the short go. He's fired up because he knows that with 2 successful rides, he will be bringing home a saddle as a state champion. And then finally, it wouldn't be a rodeo without crowning a new queen. Kylie Lancaster, a junior of Adams Central, earned the title before rodeo action began and got to bring in the stars and stripes for the short go. The hometown cowgirl will be representing Nebraska proudly at nationals in July. And Lauren, if that wasn't enough winners for you right there, the Grand Island freshmen Reagan McIntyre and Cooper Bass of Brewster both won the all-around titles for the rodeo, proving that they are the most well-rounded throughout the program. And so although they may not be bringing home an individual state champion title for a given event, they still will be representing well the state at nationals come July.